and welcome to my art gallery vlog. So, this is the Ambit exhibition, and it is the exhibition for the graduating students from the Media and Arts program of Tampere University of Applied Sciences. So these are all the artists who were exhibiting, and this is the first work. They were paintings, and I also took videos of the explanations before like each artwork. These were paintings. So each student had their own works that they had made for the exhibition, and these are like the graduating students basically. And this is another work. These were photographs. I decided to make this video because I wanted to show basically the kind of art that's made in TAMK, which is short for Tampere University of Applied Sciences, and what to expect basically if you want to come study in TAMK. And just also, I love art, and I just wanted to do an art vlog, an art gallery vlog. This was like a fashion exhibition. It was interesting. I also originally wasn't planning to make this into like a proper video. I filmed it in this format because I was gonna do it as shorts, but I realized I really don't like shorts, and I would just rather do this as a full video. So that's why the filming is like this. Next time when I go to a gallery, don't worry, it's gonna be better, guys. It will be. And this was a kind of video artwork textile exhibition. I think that was blood. It was meant to be blood, at least I interpreted it as blood. I think it's probably about like femininity. Again, the descriptions of the artworks are at the beginning. And this was about like female rage and like female anger, and I think it was also about the artist like traditions, like where they're from, and they had like videos and also photographs. I had been at a talk that the artist gave where they were analyzing horror films that had strong female leading characters, and they were using that as a like launching point for their artwork, for this artwork. Yeah, it was really beautiful and engaging. You can see it. Also, my voice sounds like this right now because I have a cough, I have a cold, so my nose is runny and my voice is like cracked. I'm really sorry about that. And this was another artwork that was there. You could like listen to it. You could have, there were headphones and you could like put headphones on and listen to it. It was really engaging, like, because I did actually wear the headphones and it was really cool. Now, this artwork is one of my favorite. So it basically starts from the concept that, you know, life is like a video game. It was inspired by this subreddit where life can be seen, where life is treated like a video game. And you could basically go to the console and like choose your character and stuff. You're gonna see me doing that in a bit. It was really fun. Like that's me right now doing it. It was really cool. And like the clothes he wore could give him like boosts and stuff. Like it's basically like a video game. It was really cool. And this work, I actually interview the artist who made it. So at the end of this video, there's going to be an interview with the artist, and it was basically about sand use, um, but by human civilization, basically, and how sand is a really important resource, and we don't really think about it as a really important resource. And like there were like video projections on the sand, and you could also take some sand in those bags that you see for yourself and just like distribute it. Just take it and just drop it like anywhere in the city that you want. Like just do whatever you want with it. It was really cool. And the photographs in the beginning were also like photographs of like cities, like aerial photographs of cities and how like they have changed over time with like I guess land reclamation and like sand use and all of that. It was really interesting and I've never thought about sand at all. So this is really cool. And here you can see someone is taking some sand in her bag. Um and you can also see that there's a projection. One of the projections on it was basically someone also taking some sand, which is really cool. And here I'm just showing my shoes. I love these shoes. But this next one was a comic. This one had basically made a comic and just like put it on the walls, which is really interesting because this is like that's not the traditional way of showing a comic. And typically comics aren't shown in museums and stuff. And this was really cool to just see, and they use different like paper sizes and different orientations, and it was just really engaging, and you just walked around and you could read it. It was about some guy, I guess, trying to help his tribe. This was in March, by the way, so I don't remember everything exactly, but also if you want to find out more about these artists, I put their Instagram handles, and you can find out more about them by going to their Instagram. And these were, I think, some kind of prints. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, they were just photos. Really beautiful. And this is one of my favorite works. It's by an artist called Celia, and they make collages. Celia makes collages, and I was so entranced by them. They were so detailed. Like you can see it. Like I'm just entranced. I'm pointing at it. I'm talking about, because to me this work in particular reminded me of like medieval manuscripts, the illustrations on them, and I was wondering if the character represented the artist Celia, because Celia doesn't have any hair. So I was wondering if that was representation of themselves. And then I saw these like little collage pieces in on the ground, and there was Jeff Bezos in it. Just funny. And then there were these like roots, and I believe they kind of had hands. It was really cool. It was just like there were so many layers, and it was just so detailed. It was so beautiful. It was so engaging. I loved it. And then there are these lungs, and it was like it had like 3-dimensionality to it, which was just really engaging. And you can see me kind of looking around it, which is so cool. Kind of has this sculptural element to it. And now we're looking at a tree that has like body parts, and I was interpreting it as basically meaning like the body decomposing, But anyway, now we're in another work. This is the forest gallery. I actually went to the forest gallery this summer, So last summer, the artist who made this called Bobby, he basically got artists together to show their work in the forest. And he documented the whole process and the art that was made. And so these are like pictures of the process and like the people who visited and stuff. And thankfully, I was blessed enough to go there and experience it again like this year. This was from last these were documentations from last year, and it was amazing.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for agreeing to be interviewed. So what's your name?
My name is Gustavo Juber. I'm from Brazil, and I know that I'm answering more than I should, but
It's
yeah.
okay. What kind of art do you make?
I've been doing art photography for since I'm 18, 19. And nowadays I see myself as more like a mixed media artist.
Okay. So like, tell me about your exhibition.
Well, the exhibition is the name is Granulometric Divisions, and kind of display older pictures of Ratina region here in Tampere, bringing to the conversation how sand consumption was done in previous times, and trying to address how worldwide this conversation is going, because sand is the second most consumed material that we consume. So basically that.
Okay. So why did you choose to study in TAMK?
Because they didn't ask the English test, like, so I didn't have to pay 300 euros to do this exam test. This was one of the main reasons, because I didn't have money at the time. So
That makes sense.
So Tampere was the only place in Finland that I could apply, and gladly it worked.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked. So like, what has your experience been like in TAMK for these 4 years? Because Gustavo, he just like graduated. Yay! He just graduated. So like, what has your experience been? Because the degree is like 4 years.
Yeah, well, I think it was quite great. Like, I remember many things of my first year. There were many lectures that stick with me until to this day. Part of my of the exhibition that I'm having was talks that I have with my teachers 2.5 years ago.
Oh.
So, and of course, all TAMK gives opportunities to move forward with what you're looking for, what you want, what you wish. But I see that the student needs to also take like a huge step to coming up front and doing and researching, and because it's a really hands-on university.
Yeah.
But for example, I could go to Palestine with the program here, and this was something that I really wanted.
Oh, you could?
Yeah, I think it's still possible.
Wow.
They have like a partnership with Al Quds University.
Oh.
There. And I remember in my first year, this was one of the first things that I checked in the university, like how the exchange studies, what countries I could go. I was thinking to go to Uruguay and Palestine. Palestine was my first choice, but like if I couldn't go, I would go to Uruguay.
Did you go to Palestine or Uruguay?
Palestine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
I stayed 3 months there. It was intense. I have many friends there now. Now the situation is really more fucked up than before. But I knew it like since I was in Brazil about Palestinian plea and all the Israeli colonialism that is happening there. So it is pretty sad. Like, it was an intense experience, to say the least, with many good things many bad things and kind of, I don't know even how to put like lightly, because Palestine gives a lot for artists, or doesn't need to be artists. Like I was studying human rights there,
Oh.
basically that. And like I remember the first class was a person was asked, um, what are the implications if I committed suicide uh, in behalf of my country, the bombing. And like this is something that like you would never hear in a Finnish class,
Yeah.
you know or even in Brazil, like maybe in different areas, yes, but it's not something that common, you know and there, like all the classes are quite political. Like to have a gathering of more than 10 students is a political crime in in the eyes of IDF. So it is pretty much why I wanted to go, like why I wanted to see and live. And TAMK gives this opportunity.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
That's yeah. What do you see in your future as an artist?
I see many things and I don't see anything. I see like having Finland as a main site of discussion. They are cutting funds from education and
Yeah, they
culture.
are. Mm.
They already cut 8 million. I think, I don't know if they advanced the plans to cut more, 4.8 million, or if they like already did that or they are not. So Finland gives at least a perspective to try to work with art and community work, but still it's really difficult. It's not easy, especially if you're a foreigner, if you don't know Finnish language, if you don't have like if you don't participate in social bubbles that you have here or in any other place. Also, this is gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty hard. So, but I still have hope that like Finland, it's a really good place to create and to communicate. I feel that Finland has kind of a outstanding way to deal with artists. Of course, like I wouldn't say that they are amazingly happy of what they're doing, but there are opportunity with grants and with incentives for them to participate alongside the community, alongside even a partnership with business, like a close business or the city. So there are ways, like when I put my thought about Brazil, it's even more complicated, and I am from there. So it's only about grants, and you have like to have a work aside. And if you want to go to this contemporary art, of course you can do more work related to different fields, like for example wedding photography. But this, like for me nowadays, it's something that I don't correlate as much as art, like in the contemporary field.
Yeah. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your opinions. I hope that everything goes well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Congratulations with graduating.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah.
Nothing is done yet. Like writing thesis.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed that interview and that it was insightful into Gustavo's artistic process and just his thoughts about TAMK and the art program in TAMK. And now this is just me basically signing my name in the little gallery book. It's always nice to do that. I think it's cool because it's like you as a viewer, you're also leaving your own imprint on the gallery space. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. Bye.